Hello and welcome to another YouTube video on my channel. This is Ujjwal and today I wanted to share with you the process of how I created these thank you cards. I created them in bulk, a total of 30, and I shared the process on Instagram. And if you do not follow me there, you might want to follow me there. I'll leave the link down in the description box below. But I just wanted to kind of consolidate all the steps and share with you the entire process through a complete consolidated video. So let's get started. Let's start with the supplies that I used. So I'm using this portfolio oil pastels. These are water soluble in a pack of 12. Then I have the Altenew stamp set, and I will list down the name of this in the description box. Then I have the Fabriano Aquarello watercolor paper. This is 300 GSM and I absolutely love it. And of course an archival ink, which is again a waterproof ink because I will be adding water to these. So my first step was, of course, to stamp the flowers and leaves onto some watercolor paper. And then I'm using these oil pastels. So if you don't know what oil pastels are, these are basically like crayons, but they are more soft and more creamier. So I would say they are more like a lipstick, and you can just, all you have to do is just scribble it, and then when you blend it, you can blend it with your fingers or a soft cloth or paper stumps, blending tool, anything, and they would just kind of spread around and become this really nice creamy texture and give you a good coverage. So that is what I did with all the flowers in the leaves. I scribbled the color very quickly. This is a really quick way of coloring in your images and looks absolutely great because the colors are very vibrant, and they keep their vibrancy, not like watercolors where you kind of lose that vibrant feel once the watercolor dries. These colors really keep their color together even when you are done blending them and everything. So I'm just kind of using my finger here, nothing fancy, and just rubbing the color across the flower so that whole of my flower has this smooth, nice, creamy color all over it. And that is what I did with all the flowers, and it was really quick and really simple. So oil pastels are one of my favorite mediums to color in images really fast, as yeah, even faster than watercolors or anything else. Whenever I have bulk orders, this is what I use. So once I had all the images colored, I wanted to add in some shading and some dimension to it, give it some depth. So I took a red color crayon, oil pastel from the box, and I just kind of added it here and there onto the flower, mostly where I wanted a darker shade, so on the insides of the petals. And I did the same process again. I just used my finger and I just blended that red color right on top of the pink color. And this is another great quality or great property of oil pastels, that you can layer colors, and you can layer darker colors over lighter colors as well, and lighter colors over darker colors, and they still show up and they are absolutely vibrant and beautiful. And you can see the difference that it makes when I added a second color, and I will show you the difference. So you can see that on the left we have the flowers when they just had one color, and on the right we have the flowers when I added some shading. So then my next step was to add some water. So I just took a paintbrush and some plain water and just went through all the flowers and leaves. What this does is this kinds of act as a sealant, as well as it kinds of smooths out that color, and fills up any kind of spaces or little areas that you might have missed while blending. So it takes care of that and it spreads out, and since the colors are water soluble, it is easier to kind of spread them a little. And then I went ahead and fuzzy cut out all the images using a Tim Holtz scissor, and then just assemble the cards. So the intricate die that I use in the back is a Heartfelt Creations die. It is actually a window die that I used 2 times to create that frame. And then I designed the text on Photoshop and I printed those out, and then I just layered all the flowers and used some foam adhesive to add them to the card. And I also went ahead and gave it that really nice pearl border, because that is something that the client really wanted. And that is it. My note cards were ready. The backside had the name and the message from the child who was giving it to the teachers, and that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I have lots of new content coming in, and thank you for watching today. Bye bye.